What is happening on the left bank of Heron? Does anyone really know if Ukraine's raid or attack is succeeding, or has already succeeded, or hasn't succeeded? I'm Paula's Army combat veteran. We're going to be reviewing the status of that offensive, as well as everything that's happening across the front lines. Let's get right into it. Okay, first off, taking a look at the combat map, or the control map, excuse me, they again have no reports off on this Heron region. The two areas where they are reporting an update is actually first in the Beira region. Right, you may remember this, is a pretty contested reservoir in the northern part of Bakhmut, and you can see in the last 24 hours we've seen just a marginal Russian advance. Now obviously you know that this is just a line drawn through this reservoir, that it's not like we have scuba troops fighting each other here. It just represents the fact that Russian forces advancing just marginally, just a few meters here. And of course, just to keep the line straight, they're depicting this reservoir as being Russian-controlled. But I wouldn't overstate the change here. We're talking about a change of just this area of actual terrestrial land that's been flipped over in Ukrainian forces, of larger area becoming listed as contested. The other of major update is in the Rodkaya. When we zoom out, you can see it's in the middle of the region, and you guys who've been on this channel for any length of time know that, the changes here are dramatic. But they don't portend necessarily large offensives or any major action. It's just a function of the fact that there's a thin line of troops covering a large area, and you can see here this lists a huge area now contested, this entire forested region as well as this area here. But the thing to note is that this doesn't appear to be part of any kind of offensive effort by either side, right? This is just sort of the push and pull, the ebb and flow of these kind of combat actions. This could literally just be a commander with the 15th repositioning his forces, could be a Ukrainian commander who, you just pushed exceptionally hard one day, sort of independently. I wouldn't put too much stock in either of these changes, but when we look over at the combat map, you can see that's the real illustration here. The Russian military launching 82 combat engagements across the front line with that heavy concentration, ranging from Bachit, almost unbroken, all the way down to Dnipro.